It's my second time here in Be'eri, and again, the stories that you hear, it's endless.
This group of women from New York City came to Kibbutz Be'eri to witness firsthand the horrors of October 7th. Mireille and Natalie Manocherian are a dynamic mother-daughter duo with a strong sense of purpose.
I am the co-president of WIZO USA, the Women International Zionist Organization. WIZO is present in 38 countries around the world, and all the money raised is to help maintain the projects here.
I couldn't be more proud to represent WIZO. Obviously, I think I'm a mini Mireille, but I will continue to raise for WIZO and support Israel in any way that I can while I'm abroad until I make Aliyah.
Natalie grew up in the comfort of Manhattan, but her strong sense of Jewish identity is in her DNA.
Wearing your Jewish star is not only, I'm a proud Jew, it's I stand with Israel. And for me, there's not a lot of that going on right now, and I know a lot of my friends who are Jewish, who took off their Jewish stars, who took down their menorahs. And to me, that's folding in the face of the enemy, and I'm not prepared to do that.
At the age of 17, Natalie felt a soul calling to postpone university and come to Israel to serve in the IDF as a lone soldier.
This was the first gut feeling I had in my life, where I was so certain. I had never been more certain about something amidst so much uncertainty.
How did that go down for you when she told you that?
Honestly, I had a dream when I was 16 that I came here and I wanted to serve, and my father said, no way, you go back to Brazil with me. When my daughter said she wanted to serve, she didn't know she was going to be in combat, but she wanted to serve. I was so proud, and I kind of lived vicariously through my daughter, but I also felt a responsibility as a Jewish mom to give her the freedom to be who she wanted to be and never clip my daughter's wings.
Not only did Natalie enlist, but she also wanted to be drafted into an intense combat unit, even though Mom did have sleepless nights at first.
And you're getting your hands dirty in a combat unit, let me tell you.
What was the name of your unit?
Chativa Chilutz V'Hatzala. The unit is men and women, and it mostly focuses on like combat training and also incorporating it into search and rescue training. I was in Egypt for a period, like right on the border, Al-Kharif it was called, and then we went to the West Bank near Ramallah. We were actually the only men and women combat unit to enter Gaza, in this war.
Natalie finished her IDF service only a few months before the October 7th massacre.
My basic training was in a base called Zikim, which unfortunately was attacked on October 7th, right on the border of Gaza. Guilt is a good word. It was just, I was mourning my whole country, and I couldn't do anything about it, right? I couldn't go to Israel to mourn people that died, right? Whether it was going to a funeral, I couldn't do that. And then I had to be in New York and seeing these protests. It was the most powerless feeling of all time, right? Because right the day after October 7th, as much as we were all mourning, we were all so sad, we were all geared. We wanted to go and fight. We wanted to go. We were ready for it. I was. I couldn't leave my apartment.
Now she's a 21-year-old college freshman at NYU. Yet, no military training could have prepared her and other Jewish students for the hate crimes and physical violence against Jews that ensued on university campuses.
I have an acquaintance who was assaulted physically in the library. I have a friend who is actually a journalist. He's not even Jewish, but he supports our community at NYU, and he got punched in the face. I was there. I saw everything happen and pulled with him, and the guy was practically just released, and nothing happened to him. He was going around campus the next day, and that was scary. That was a scary moment when you see someone physically assault someone and they can roam around college campus freely.
Mom and daughter could never have imagined feeling more unsafe in New York City than in Israel during a war.
Listen, Emily, I am not gonna lie. It's not the most friendly place to be right now, but I think as a Zionist organization, right, as women's movement, I mean, the horror that happened, right, and the silence that has been,
Louder than noise.
Exactly. From the women's organization, I think that our role right now, it's never been more important.
In the shadow of the trauma the Israeli people have suffered as a result of October 7th, the next wave of the over 100-year-old Women's International Zionist Organization is already going into motion.
We're talking about every single citizen in this country has been affected. So WIZO's role will be taken care of, and is already taking care of, the families, mothers who are left without husbands, children who are left without parents. We are going to be focused on treating the emotional trauma, and that's our main goal.
Emily Francis, I-24 News.